This forecast because it's Monday. We're a little bit cooler than we were over the weekend, but boy, we could use a little bit of rain.
Yeah, fortunately things are cooler, not compared to what it was over the weekend, Tracy. We had temperatures that were well into the 90s, sweltering heat, and it was really hard to find some shade unless you had a lot of trees nearby. And for us today, we are starting to see the sun sneak back into town. We've seen quite a bit of cloud coverage over the past few hours, nothing associated with any rain, unfortunately, but looking a little hazy out there. And you might have been wondering why the moon appeared to be red. Of course, it's known as a strawberry moon, not so much for the color, of course. There's something a little more extra going on there. But hey, quick look right now, 72 degrees, winds out of the northeast, nice breeze, relatively cloudy. Feels great out there. But the reason why the skies are so hazy is from wildfire smoke that's being funneled in through parts of the Ohio Valley. Here's a look at a quick forecast going into the midweek. This is relatively low, but enough in the upper levels of the atmosphere where we could see some distinct vibrance in our sunrises and sunsets, and in particular the moon has definitely been a little bit more eye-catching out there for us, especially with clear conditions. And you can see how quickly things are clearing up to the north of us, but still holding on to some cloud coverage right now, keeping things nice and cool. It's been several days since we've had a day where it's been after 12 o'clock and temperatures have been in the 70s, let alone the 60s. It's been sweltering hot. 68 degrees right now in Zanesville, 67 in New Lexington, 72 here in Columbus, 70 in London, and 70 just off 70 in Springfield. So everyone, for the most part, anywhere from 68 to 72 degrees. The only thing that's probably going to be a bit bothersome for those with sensitivities to the allergies out there, of course, trees, grasses. If you're at the memorial, you can see all the cottonwood flying all over the place. So that might be a bit bothersome for you for the next couple of days. And again, no promising rain in sight for us, especially today. Temperatures, though, will continue to climb as the clouds start to shift further to the south. We'll see sunny skies by the late afternoon. Temperatures hovering right around 80 degrees by 4 o'clock. That's pretty much it. We're not going to continue to see them climb much further. We'll continue to hang out in the upper 70s going into the evening, and then slowly going into tonight, those temperatures will return back into the 50s. So we're starting to get in a trend where things went from being very hot, a shift in our jet stream where it's kind of pulling in more winds out of the northwest and cooler air nestled into the northeast, but unfortunately not really maximizing the potential for precipitation because we're getting cooler, drier air for the most part. So this dry trend likely to continue going into the day on Tuesday, but we will see the potential for a few isolated showers pop up. Nothing compared to what we had on Saturday with a few storms that rolled through, but still the chance very small, but a chance we could see some of that rain. Unfortunately, it's not looking like we're going to see any of that promising rain, not until next weekend, where it's looking like things could be a bit more widespread, but very pleasant by the numbers. We're looking at temperatures that are going to fall into the 50s, and even though it wasn't extremely humid for us last week, you definitely needed the temperatures a little bit cooler outside to maybe cool off the house without having to have the AC running all night. And it's looking like we will see some prime time, open the window weather, especially into the late nights, early mornings, let the fresh air in, and enjoy that cooler weather, because we are going to continue to see these temperatures hang out seasonable to start going into the weekend, and then it looks like things will ramp back up, and then our next chance of rain not arriving until Sunday. And hopefully by that point, Tracy, everyone will see a little bit of rain, and that can certainly go a long way.